amazing people? Come and saw Bro here today with the Curious Expedition, a game that was recommended to me by my buddy Grumpy Drawer, and as such I've decided to give it a good old try. So this video will be more of a gameplay impressions video than an actual review. So without further ado, let's take a look. Now you start out by selecting whoever it is you want to be your person. As you can see, each one has like followers that comes with them and even some items. Alright, so we've got Charles Darwin, who's an English naturalist and geologist, best known for his contribution to evolutionary theory. He's a butterfly enthusiast who gains sanity each time a butterfly is collected. He comes with a Scottish soldier, a Persian translator, a donkey, chocolate rations, a torch, shotgun, and a machete. Alright, so we've got Marie Curie, and then of course, the lady research on radioactivity and whatnot. She comes with a missionary, a dog, a donkey, and some other things. Alright, who else have we got that have unlocked right now? H.P. Lovecraft, absolutely. Very sensitive American author with an affinity for unspeakable horrors. Cosmic and different. Improves usage of the Necronomicon at the cost of a lower max sanity. Alright, phenomenal. Comes with whiskey and the Necronomicon. He actually comes with the Necronomicon. And then you've got Nikola Tesla. Of course, we all know who Tesla is. Comes with a cook, a Parsi trader, a donkey, and some other things. Of course, we're going to go with H.P. Lovecraft. Who would we be otherwise? That's right, let's do it. Welcome back to the Explorers. God orders that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. I'm afraid to tell you you're not the only candidate. You and your rivals, blah blah blah. Now go explore. Fortune awaits. Of course it does. So where are we going to start out? I guess we're going to start out with the dark grasslands. Alright. After a good night's rest, I arrived at the docks. The captain had yet to arrive, so I saw if there was anything I could do. The trader approached me with a request. He needed to have a message delivered to the chief of the village that should stumble upon it on track. Sure, why not? He handed us a letter, which I promised to deliver. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that the vessel was ready for departure. That's right. Here we go. Set sail, lads. Set sail. Expedition 1. Oh my god, I could just read all sorts of shit going on. Alright, so let's speed that up a bit. Alright. So the way this game works is essentially... Okay, it was time to start exploring. Alright, let's begin the expedition. Conveniently. Alright. So anyway, as I was saying, the way you play the game is up here you see you have a sanity meter. Yeah, so we've got 70 by playing as H.P. Lovecraft. That's right. Now, when you move, as you can see, there's a little number that comes up. And that is your sanity, essentially. If you are unable to find the golden pyramid before your sanity runs out, you die. You lose. Game over. Now, the golden pyramid is generally denoted by the compass up here, as you can see, which is pretty much pointing us in that general direction, but because we're going to do a quest first, we're going to go to this native village. So, onward. Travel. Okay. Into the village. This evening we reached a village. The people who had demanded their respect as they were well-armed and formidable warriors. I could smell they had just prepared food. Oh, did I just say loot? I guess that means I get the food? Yes, they were polite and obvious what they could. Deliver the letter. We brought the letter. The elder was a compulsive talker and told us about the best sights to see in the vicinity, including the holy shrine, which he marked on our map. We felt comfortable in the midst of the overjoyed villagers. Beautiful! So let's take a quick rest. I regaled with stories of my travels so far. A young warrior asked me if my village was superior to their home. Local life is superior, obviously. They were visibly happy with my answer. Of course they were. We're kissing that sweet ass. We got a good night's rest. The following morning we were woken by a group of native children, seemingly making fun about us oversleeping. We felt more than welcome, and the villagers were seemingly excited by our presence. Maybe we could recruit someone. Look, we had some volunteers around us, and needed to decide who to recruit. Alright, so we've got Nocax, the warrior, a fearless warrior who will protect the group by all means possible. We can see his little stats there for dice and toughness and so on. Or we could take Hotacox, who's another warrior, or Febenuho, Fichinubenuho, whatever. Fuck it. I can't pronounce words. Alright, let's just take Nocax. Seems easy enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave on out. Wait, do they have any chocolate? You got any chocolate by chance? No? No? Alright. Alright, well, we got what we want, and we'll head right on out, as new adventures await us. Alright. So that is where the shrine is. It's really far away, but we have enough sanity, I would think, plus it puts us in the general direction of the Golden Pyramid. So, let's do that. Alright, stone circle. Maybe we should make a little detour? Let's make a detour, see what we find. Why not? Into the stone circle. We came across a stone circle. It seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a kind of map. Maybe. Analyze the inscriptions. We began to analyze the inscriptions and found that they would help us to find out more about this region. Reveal the region. Oh, sweet bubbly goodness. Oh, look, it's a butterfly. Alright, let's try to go to that butterfly. Yeah, I'm coming for you, butterfly. Yeah. New region. Sweet. We got a new butterfly, but we're almost out of sanity. So this is where it comes in that we use an item such as cooked animal meat or whiskey. Let's do the cooked animal meat first. Alright, we'll eat 3 of those. Alright, good. So then let's head on over to this shrine. Through this dense brush. Alright, examine the shrine. We've arrived at a long-forgotten shrine. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. The portal that led within emanated an eerie chill, and I swear I could hear the sound of rushing water underneath the ground. Into the shrine. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. If this place held any riches, we knew we would find them there. We found a stone altar, blah blah blah. Oh sweet, we found a golden amulet. This looks like bad juju. Really bad juju. Yeah. Alright, let's take it. We grabbed what we could and hurried outside as enormous fountains of water broke through the ground and started to flood the whole area. We had to run for our lives to not drown in the huge lake that began to form. Wow, crazy. Super crazy. Run! Men. Oh shit, did I run out of sanity? Whiskey! Drink whiskey! Yes! Shit! We gotta run! Escape the flooding! Oh god! It's chasing us! Okay, so this isn't good. This is not good at all. But look, there's the Golden Pyramid! Quick, we must explore it so that we can go home! There was the Golden Pyramid, enthroned above the landscape, overcoming all the obstacles. We had yet survived. Into the pyramid. After all this hardship, euphoria overcame me, and I knew that this name, H.P. Lovecraft, would not be forgotten. I congratulated Nocax, but instead of joy, I saw sadness in her eyes. She felt like she could never leave these lands. She preferred to stay in her home country. Absolutely, Nocax. Shoot. It was nice meeting you. Glad to travel. Success! Alright, sweet. So we did our first little thing there, and oh my goodness, we even get a nice little cutscene. Oh, this was a triumph. Choose a perk. Alright, Lone Survivor, Eagle Eye, or Black Market. Well, I like Eagle Eye. I like being able to see things. Alright, well, good job. Thanks for watching, comrades. This has been Commissar Bro taking a look at the Curious Expedition. This game is still early access, and it's not finished yet, but it seems pretty promising. And from what I've heard is it actually gets incredibly hard the further you go. So yeah, keep that in mind. But anyway, this has been CP, and I'll see you all next time.